फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं? गुड मॉर्निंग उज्जवल, गुड मॉर्निंग जॉर्ज, सरफराज, गुड मॉर्निंग, सॉरी कैला, देवम, गुड मॉर्निंग, थिनेश्वर, गुड मॉर्निंग मीरा, रिया, उन्नमातला, गुड मॉर्निंग, अंजल, गुड मॉर्निंग, कन्हैया. Happy Teachers Day. A teacher is always teacher because of students. So same to you all. Let's start with the day. कैसे हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं? First we take summary what we have discussed in the last class. Then we will go for the test. So let's start the summary. Applicability of Act. Date 31st March 2009. Extend to whole of India. Total 81 sections and 4 schedules. First schedule concerned with the rights and duties of partners. Second schedule is concerned with the conversion of firm into LLP. Third is for conversion of private company into LLP. And fourth is conversion of unlisted public company to LLP. Listed public company cannot be converted into LLP as per the law. Non-applicability. Indian Partnership Act 1932 will not be applicable on LLPs. Meaning and concept of LLP: it is a new form of business, legal business entity. It has separate legal entity. It means partners and the LLP are separate. Liability of the partners are limited. It is an alternate corporate business form that gives the benefit of both limited liability company and flexibility of partnership. Partners, any individual or body corporate may be partner, but not the person of unsound mind, insolvent, and person who has applied for insolvency cannot be a partner. Minimum 2 partners. If there is only one partner remaining and LLP continues the work for more than 6 months, then after 6 months, the remaining partner who knows the fact that he is only one partner will be liable from the date when the partner ceases. When the date from there is single partner, right? Body corporate definition you have to learn. A company in simple form, simple language. A company and includes LLP, foreign company, but does not include corporate sole, corporate society, or any other body corporate notified by central government. Business means any trade, profession, service, and occupation. Designated partners means partner as per section 7. Entity, any body corporate, and includes a firm set up under Indian Partnership Act for specific sections. Foreign LLP, the LLP which is incorporated outside India but having place of business in India. LLP financial year we have discussed 1st April to 31st March, but if LLP is incorporated after 30th September, financial year may end on the 31st day of the March of next of the following financial year. LLP which is registered under this act. LLP agreement between partners and the LLP and between the partners. Partner, any person who become the partner as per the agreement, as per the LLP agreement. Designated partner, at least there should be 2 designated partners. They have the role of management. Out of 2, 1 should be a resident of India. Resident of India means the person who was for at least 182 days in India in previous 365 or 366 days. Characteristics of LLP: it is a body corporate, it has perpetual succession, it has separate legal entity. The liability of partners is limited. There is mutual agency, mutual agreement, LLP agreement. Minimum there is 2 partners, maximum no limit. Business should be for profit only. Charitable association cannot be a LLP. It is artificial legal person. It may have common seal, management of the business by any partner, but responsibility is on of designated partner. Conversion into LLP, Schedule 3, Sec 2, 3, and 4. Investigation part is on with the government. Compromise or arrangement, foreign LLPs, maybe the partner in LLP. E-filing of document can be filed through online process. What are the advantage? It is easy to form. Agreement can be changed as per the decision taken by the partners. Operates on the basis of agreement. There is no minimum capital requirement. Less compliances and tax burden. Flexibility regarding the add or less of capital. Limited liability of the partner. Dissolution procedure are easy comparative to company. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Peter. Incorporation of LLP, there must be 2 names at least, should be subscribed. Document should be filed to registrar of LLP with prescribed fees. Compliance statement should be filed in prescribed form either by advocate, CS or CA or CWA with any one person who have given name for being a partner. The compliance statement is submitted to make a declaration that all the legal requirements regarding the formation of LLP has been complied. So ultimately responsibilities are on the CA, CS or CWA. Contents of the incorporation documents: name, proposed name of LLP, address of LLP, name, address of partners and designated partners. Other prescribed information. Issue of incorporation certificate should be within 14 days after the submission of the documents. Registered office and change therein. Every LLP shall have a registered office. A document may be served by sending it by post at the registered office and any other address is specifically declared for communication. Yani ki LLP file to address, permanent address or address for communication. In case of change in the place of registered office, notice should be filed to registrar. Contravention, LLP and every partner will be liable for 2,000 to 25,000. That should be decided by ROC. Name, use the word LLP or limited liability partnership at the end of the name of LLP. No LLP registration by name which in the opinion of central government is undesirable or identical or too near resembles to any other partnership firm, LLP or body corp or registered trademark. Reservation of name, form number 1. If name of registered LLP is undesirable or identical, ultimately क्या हुआ कि by mistake the name was wrong, name was undesirable, name was resembled to any other name, but government mistakenly registered that name. Now the government must send the order to change the name, and LLP has to change the name within 3 months. If it fails, fine 10,000 to 5 lakh on LLP and 10,000 to 1 lakh on designated partner. Listen carefully, the time of 3 months may be extended on the application of the LLP by the central government. Steps to incorporation, only 3 simple steps. Reservation of name of LLP, form 1. File the document in form number 2. And execution of LLP agreement, which can be submitted within 30 days of incorporation. It means agreement can also be submitted after the incorporation, but within 30 days. So let's start. Before taking the class, I'm just taking your problems. Yashika, I have taken your problem with the compliance statement. Sarfraz, what are the amendments in the law for December 21? December, bete LLP mein for December 21 LLP there is no changes as per the guidelines of the institute. Company mein changes honge. So actually the changes up to, as per my opinion, the changes up to 1st May 2021 will be applicable for the attempt of November or December, whatever. Right? Good morning, bachcho. Corporate sole imply one person company, which are not. It is sole proprietorship. Sir, LLP has same characteristics of company, more or less. Not totally same, but at all less. सर बिजनेस लॉ में क्या क्या पढ़ना है? सब पढ़ना है, जब आपने मैंने पढ़ा है, मैम ने पढ़ा है, सब पढ़ना है बेटे. What is the matter of 14 days? I'm not understanding what you want to say, beta. Let's start. One problem from one query from Mr. George regarding the Sale of Good Act. Beta, please ask from ma'am. Company will be taken by the ma'am, so please ask from them. Let's start. First question. LLP bill was passed by the parliament on. Beta, this is self-assessment test, so you need not to send the answers. Okay? You just check yourself. LLP was passed by the parliament on. Passed by the parliament. The answer is Mr. Smart is bringing the answer before you. Next. Which schedule of LLP Act 2008 deals with the conversion of private company into LLP? Private company the answer will be, okay, Mr. Smart is bringing answer before you. The answer is third schedule. Next. Indian Partnership Act 1932 applicable to LLPs. True or false? It is false. Partnership Act will not be applicable to LLPs. Next. In case of LLP, the liability is limited of LLP, partners, both, none. The answer is only the partners. The liability of partners is limited in case of LLP. Next. In case of death of all the partners, the existence of LLP comes to end. This statement is true or false? सारे पार्टनर मर जाएंगे तो LLP खत्म हो जाएगी. The answer is false because it has perpetual succession. Next. What is the maximum limit of number of partners in LLP? 20, 50, 100 or no limit? The answer is no limit. What is the minimum required capital for formation of LLP? 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, no such requirement. The answer is no such requirement, no minimum capital is required. LLP can be formed for profit or charitable purpose. Yes, no. LLP can be formed for profit only. LLP can be formed for charitable purpose only. None of the above. The answer is B, because LLP can be formed for profit only. Administration authority in case of LLP is administration, registrar of firms, registrar of companies, both, none of the above. The answer is registrar of companies. Tenth, having common seal is mandatory. True or false? The answer is false. It is maybe or may not be. So let's start the remaining part of the LLP. But before LLP, we should say thank you to Mr. Smart. He gave all the correct answers. Thank you, Mr. Smart. Now we are coming to the topic. Partners and their relations. One question is from your side. Can LLP join a joint venture? No. Joint venture maybe because joint venture should be in particular form of business, maybe company. If there's company, there's partnership, then it can join. How सर चैप्टर 1, 2, 3 में भी कोई चेंज नहीं है बेटे. देखो, you just download revision test paper. I think it is on your app also and on the website of the ICAI, and that is all mentioned in that RTP revision test paper. What are the amendments for particular act? If there is no amendment, there is no nothing is mentioned there. So one more question. Sir, how to write answer of question in the examination? Beta, I have discussed in my last class of contract act. Meaning of immediately preceding 365 days. If you are testing on the today date is 5th September or 4th September, before the 4th September, whether the person is resident or not, so you should take the period just previously of 1 year. Sir, we have to give the answer for whether the answer is true or false. You just give reason for 1 or 2 lines. Must give. Sir, paper में MCQ भी आएगा नहीं आएगा. It may be in the form of true or false, just 2 or 4 marks. Sir, answer method with Mr. Smart is nice. Thank you, बेटा मीता. आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. That's okay. Sir, while mentioning the case law in the writing answer, is it compulsory to write the year of case? Also, no. Okay. देखिए, today's last lecture for LLP, and after LLP, the class of company will be there, and madam will, I think madam will take the classes. Schedule is updated on your app. और क्या रह गया भाई? Miss J, sir, if any change in the partners or death of partner doesn't come to the end, yes, definitely, beta. Aksha, sir, my all answer correct. Congratulations to all of you whose all answers are correct. One more question, Miss Neha Verma. Sir, if assets are less than the liabilities, how would LLP pay the liabilities? That is insolvency. The proportional will be paid by the court. Mr. Raghavan, sir, for case law, it is enough to just quote or we need to explain the case law. Bete, you just go the 10th lecture of Indian Contract Act. I have explained each and everything. Mariam saying, sir, no, sir, schedule is not shown on the mobile app. I think it is there, beta. आप एक बार check करो, update करो उसे. So let's start with the topic partners and their relations. Basically, what we will discuss today, you just note the pinpoints. If you just understand the provision or section, you need not to go through the all the provisions. You just go through the summary and you will get the answer. Okay. अगर एक बार आज समझ में आ जाता है, पिन पॉइंट समझते हैं हम, अगर समझ में आ जाता है तो फिर आपको रिवीजन करने के लिए पूरे एक्ट को पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो समरी मैंने दी है दैट इज सफिशिएंट. आप उसमें ऐड और लेस कर सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू योर रिक्वायरमेंट. ठीक है. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट सेक्शन 22 एलिजिबिलिटी टू बी ए पार्टनर. देखिए, ऑन द इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ LLP द पर्सन हु सब्सक्राइब देयर नेम टू द इनकॉर्पोरेशन डॉक्यूमेंट आर कॉल्ड फर्स्ट पार्टनर because they have subscribed their name before incorporation, and any other person may become a partner of LLP by or according with the LLP Act. First partners, as per the person mentioned on the documents of incorporation, and after incorporation, partners added as per the Act. भाई पहली बार जो पार्टनर बनेंगे वो बनेंगे जिन्होंने नाम दिया कि सर हमें पार्टनर्स के रूप में हम पार्टनर बनने को तैयार है और हमें एक LLP के रूप में फॉर्म कर दो. राइट. उसके बाद जो पार्टनर बनेंगे वो बनेंगे एज पर द एग्रीमेंट. म्यूचुअल राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज ऑफ LLP एंड पार्टनर शैल बी गवर्न्ड बाय द LLP एग्रीमेंट. इफ समथिंग इज मिसिंग, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, इफ समथिंग इज मिसिंग इन द एग्रीमेंट एंड क्वेश्चन इज रेज्ड, then first schedule will be followed. देखिए, जितने राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज हैं पार्टनर्स के LLP के रिगार्डिंग या LLP के, तो वो सब डिपेंड करता है उनके एग्रीमेंट में क्या तय हुआ है. अगर कोई चीज बाई चांस रह जाती है, मिस हो जाती है, इन दैट केस फर्स्ट शेड्यूल के प्रोविजन को हमें फॉलो करना है. LLP एग्रीमेंट एंड एनी चेंज टू बी फाइल्ड विद द रजिस्ट्रार इन द प्रेस्क्राइब फॉर्म एंड मैनर एंड विद द प्रेस्क्राइब फीस. वेरी सिंपल थिंग. अगर आपका कोई चेंज होता है LLP एग्रीमेंट में, तो वो आपको ROC को इन्फॉर्म करना है. जो फीस लगी फीस पे करना. ठीक है. आई विल टेक द योर क्वेरीज आफ्टर सम टाइम, so प्लीज होल्ड. रिलेशनशिप ऑफ पार्टनर सेक्शन 23 में अगेन थर्ड पॉइंट, एग्रीमेंट इन राइटिंग मेड बिफोर द इनकॉर्पोरेशन. लिसन, प्लीज अंडरलाइन, बिफोर द इनकॉर्पोरेशन मीन्स pre-incorporation agreements. ठीक है. तो what provision says? Agreement in writing made before the incorporation of LLP between persons who subscribe their name to the incorporation documents may impose obligation on the LLP provided Such agreement is ratified by all the partners after the incorporation of the LLP. What does it mean? Let's say before incorporation, there may be some contracts like the arrangement of chartered accountant, company secretary for formation of the LLP. The agreement is done by partners, would-be partners on behalf of LLP. They are doing for LLP, but LLP will not be liable for that because at the time of contract, LLP was not in existence. The contract was done before the incorporation of LLP, so the person who is actually entering the contract will be liable. But if after the incorporation, LLP ratified, all the partners of the LLP ratified the agreement, confirms, okay, we are ready, then LLP will be liable. अगर कोई contract regarding the formation of the LLP हुआ है कंपनी LLP के incorporation से पहले, उसके लिए LLP liable नहीं होगी. लेकिन अगर LLP बनने के बाद अगर सारे ही पार्टनर राजी हो जाते हैं कि we are ready for that, in that case LLP will be liable. Okay. In the absence of agreement as to any matter, the mutual rights and the duties of partners and the mutual rights and duties of LLP and the partners shall be determined by the provisions set out in the first schedule. We have discussed. If something is missing in the agreement, then first schedule will be applicable. Cessation of partnership interest. Cessation means khatam hona, end. Person may cease to be a partner of LLP in accordance with the agreement. Agreement means LLP agreement. By giving notice in writing of not less than 30 days to the other partner of his intention to resign as partner. It means if any partner want to resign from the firm, he has to give the notice at least 30 days before the resignation. Now, person shall cease to be a partner of LLP. First is voluntary intention, voluntary. Second is compulsory. In these cases, compulsorily partner will cease to be a partner. Please mark is the compulsory cessation of the partnership. Point number 2, the question of 2 or 3 marks may be asked for on this point only. Where on the death or dissolution of LLP, death of partner or dissolution of LLP, the partner will not be the partner. If declared unsound mind by the competent court, please underline, should be declared by the competent court. Self declaration nahi. Koi partner kehte, sir, I am become the man. No, you are not. You cannot leave the firm. If you are unsound, the certificate from the particular medical authority should be taken, and that's on the basis of that certificate, court will take the decision. Or third point, if we applied for insolvency. So there are 3 cases. First, death or dissolution of partner or dissolution of the LLP. Partner becomes unsound mind or partner has applied for the insolvency. Now, former partner is to be regarded still being a partner of LLP unless a notice is delivered to registrar of companies by former partner or LLP. Please note, the notice can be given by former partner or LLP. Just a moment, beta. Former partner or LLP. Notice can be given by former partner or LLP. Okay. Even after cessation, the partner still be liable for obligations done during the period when he was a partner. पहली बात, पुराना पार्टनर जब तक लायबल रहेगा जब तक आरओसी को नोटिस नहीं जाता, और नोटिस जाने के बाद भी पुराना पार्टनर उन कामों के लिए लायबल रहेगा जो उसकी पार्टनरशिप के टाइम पे किए थे, राइट। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, where a partner of LLP ceases to be a partner, the former partner, or in case of death, legal heir, or in case of insolvency, official signee of the former partner shall be entitled to receive, shall be entitled to receive from LLP. मतलब after cessation, what the partner, or in case of death, legal heir, or in case of insolvency, official assignee, what will he will get? Amount equal to capital contribution or right to share in the profit up to the date of cessation. अगर एक पार्टनर फर्म से अलग होता है, रेजिग्नेशन दे देता है, डेथ हो जाती है या इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाता है, तो उसे क्या क्या मिलेगा? उसने जितनी कैपिटल कंट्रीब्यूशन किया वो, और जिस दिन वो अलग हुआ फर्म से वहां तक का उसको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, पुरानी लॉस काटने के बाद, नेट प्रॉफिट। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, former partner or person entitled to his share in consequence of death or insolvency of the former partner shall not have any right to interfere in the management of the LLP. It means legal heir or official assignee has the right to claim the share, even the former partner, but they cannot interfere in the business of LLP, in the management of LLP after the date of cessation. सपोज 3 सितंबर को पार्टनर रिटायर होता है तो वो क्लेम कर सकता है 3 तारीख के बाद अपने शेयर के लिए, लेकिन एलएलपी के बिजनेस में इंटरफेयर नहीं कर सकता। एग्रीड? तो नेक्स्ट डी पॉइंट, जस्ट टेक द रिवीजन, निकालते हैं रिवीजन ले लेते हैं, थोड़ा इजी हो जाएगा पढ़ने के लिए सी पॉइंट तक का। ठीक है बेटे, फटाफट एक फास्ट रिवीजन लेते हैं। एलिजिबिलिटी, फर्स्ट पार्टनर्स who subscribe the name to the documents of incorporation, mutual rights and duties as per the agreement. Agreement is missing, first schedule will be applicable. The changes in the agreement should be filed to register of companies, right? Pre-incorporation agreements are applicable on the LLP only if all the partners after the incorporation give their confirmation. अगर कोई एग्रीमेंट एलएलपी से कंसर्न है जो एलएलपी के इनकॉर्पोरेशन से पहले का बना हुआ है, वो एलएलपी पे एप्लीकेबल जब ही होगा जब एलएलपी इनकॉर्पोरेट हो जाएगी और सारे पार्टनर उसके लिए एग्री। ठीक है। सेसेशन, अगर कोई पार्टनर छोड़ के जाता है तो उसे कम से कम 30 दिन का नोटिस देना पड़ेगा। इन केस में कंपल्सरी हो जाएगा, कंपल्सरी इन केस ऑफ डेथ ऑफ पार्टनर, dissolution of LLP, partner become unsound mind, partner become the insolvent or applied for the insolvent. Former partner still be liable until the notice to LLP, and notice can be given by LLP or the partner. Even after cessation, end of the partnership, the former partner will be liable for the acts done before the at the time when he is of partner. पार्टनरशिप खत्म, वो पार्टनर छोड़ के चला गया, तब भी वो उन कामों के लायबल रहेगा जो उसने पार्टनरशिप के दौरान किए। ठीक है। क्या क्या मिलेगा पार्टनर को? व्हाट ही विल गेट? पार्टनर और लीगल हेयर ऑफिशियल साइनी, कैपिटल कंट्रीब्यूशन एंड द शेयर इन द प्रॉफिट। वेरी सिंपल, कैपिटल कंट्रीब्यूशन एंड शेयर इन द प्रॉफिट। फॉर्मर पार्टनर, लीगल हेयर और ऑफिशियल असाइनी can claim for the share but cannot interfere in the management of LLP. Easy? I think यहां तक सबको क्लियर हो गया होगा, बहुत इजी था। D, registration of changes in the partners. If there is change in the partners, it should be registered or should be informed to ROC, Register of Companies. Every partner shall inform, every partner shall inform LLP of any change in the name address within 15 days. If there is any change in the name or address of partner, he will inform LLP within 15 days of change. And LLP will inform ROC. And LLP shall, where a person becomes admission of new partner, cease to be a partner, cessation of partnership, file a notice within 30 days from the date he becomes or ceases to be a partner, and where there is any change in the name, address of partner, file a notice with the registrar within 30 days of change. So if we read point number 1 or 2 simultaneously, so one thing, partner will inform to LLP within 15 days, partner will inform to LLP within 15 days, and LLP will inform to ROC within 30 days from the date of change. मतलब LLP को मिले कितने, पार्टनर को मिले 15 दिन और LLP को मिले 30 दिन, तो LLP को 15 दिन और मिल गए ऑटोमेटिकली इन्फॉर्म करने के लिए ROC, राइट? तो LLP will inform 30 days and partner will inform to LLP within 15 days. Notice is a very usual point. Point number 3, notice filed with the registrar should be in prescribed form and with prescribed fees, signed by the designated partner, and should be authenticated. If it relates to the incoming partner regarding the admission of new partner, one statement should also be submitted to ROC, that is the consent of the new partner. In that letter, the new partner will inform, will give the declaration that I am ready to be a partner of LLP. नोटिस जाएगा प्रेस्क्राइब फीस के साथ, प्रेस्क्राइब फॉर्म में साइन होंगे डेजिग्नेटेड पार्टनर के, लेकिन अगर ये इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग न्यू पार्टनर है तो साथ में क्या जाएगा, एक उसका स्टेटमेंट जिसमें उसकी कंसेंट होगी नए पार्टनर की कि मैं पार्टनर बनने के लिए तैयार, मेरे पर कोई दबाव नहीं डाला गया है. If LLP contravenes in the provision of subsection 2, what is subsection 2? 30 days वाला, अगर 30 days में सबमिट नहीं करती है, then fine 2,000 to 25,000. If partner contravenes in the provision of subsection 1, 2,000 25,000. यानी कि अगर पार्टनर 15 दिन में इन्फॉर्म नहीं करता LLP को तो पार्टनर के ऊपर फाइन लगेगा 2,000 से 25,000, और अगर LLP नहीं करती है और रजिस्ट्रार को तो उस पर फाइन लगेगा. बच्चों एक क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए आपकी तरफ से कि सर इफ वी नॉट मेमोराइज द amount of fine in that examination hall, what we do? Then you just write prescribed fines will be applicable. You just write prescribed fines will be applicable, but don't write wrong figure. Okay, गलत नहीं लिखना है, आप लिख दीजिए prescribed fine और penalty will be applicable. ठीक है. Next point, the person who ceases to be a partner of LLP may file himself the notice with registrar, which is in subsection 3, if he has reasonable cause to believe that LLP may not file the notice with the registrar, and registrar shall obtain a confirmation to this effect from the LLP unless the LLP has also filed such notice. However, where no confirmation is given by LLP within 15 days, the registrar shall register the notice made by person ceasing to be a partner under this section. What subsection 6 says? Subsection 6 says that if the person has believed, उसे लगता है, he thinks that LLP will not inform ROC, so he may file the notice to ROC self. ROC will give the notice to LLP for confirmation. We have received this notice from your partner. It is okay. It is right. It is correct. And LLP have to make the confirmation. But if LLP does not make the confirmation within 15 days of the notice by ROC, the registrar shall register the notice made by a person ceasing to be a partner under this section. एक पार्टनर जो छोड़ के जा रहा है उसे लगता है यार ये एलएलपी मुझे फंसा देगी और ये चाहती नहीं है कि मैं जाऊं और ये नोटिस भेजेगी नहीं आरओसी को, तो पार्टनर खुद भी नोटिस भेज सकता है आरओसी को। लेकिन इस केस में आरओसी एक बार एलएलपी से पूछेगी कि भाई ये पार्टनर छोड़ के जा रहा है, बात सही है गलत है। एलएलपी ने कोई जवाब नहीं दिया 15 दिन के अंदर, तो ये माना आरओसी उसे सही मानेगा और उसको लीव अलाउ कर देगा। राइट, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, extent and limitation of liability of LLP and partner. What is the limit of the liability? Listen, this partner as agent, every partner of LLP, please, this is note, this is important point, section 26. Every partner of LLP is for the purpose of the business of LLP, is the agent of LLP. कल भी डिस्कस किया था, I have also discussed yesterday. Agent of LLP, not of the other partners. It means if partner done something on behalf of LLP, then LLP will be liable, but other partners will not be liable, unlike partnership firm. Section 27, the question was asked in November 2019 of 5 marks on this section. LLP is not bound by anything done by partner in dealing with the person, third person, if partner has no authority to act for LLP in doing the particular act. It means the LLP will be liable for the acts of partners if they are done within the authority. If partner do anything without authority, LLP will not be liable. अगर पार्टनर कोई काम कर रहा है एलएलपी के लिए अपनी अथॉरिटी के अंदर, तो एलएलपी लायबल होगी। अथॉरिटी के बाहर जाके कर रहा है तो एलएलपी लायबल नहीं होगी। सेकंड पॉइंट, LLP is liable if a partner of LLP is liable to any person as a result of wrongful act or omission on his part in the course of business or with its authority. क्लियर है? LLP liable होगी गलत काम के लिए उसके पार्टनर के, अगर पार्टनर ने ये काम किया है बिजनेस के दौरान और विद अथॉरिटी किया है। LLP will be liable for the wrongful act of the partner if they are done during the course of business and with the authority. The obligation of LLP, whether arising in the contract or otherwise, be the obligation of LLP, not the other partners. The liability of LLP is of the LLP, not of the partner. जो liability LLP की है वो LLP की है, partners की नहीं मानी जाएगी. And the liability of LLP shall be made out of the property of LLP. Clear बात? One question was asked from your side, कि sir, if the assets are less and liabilities are more, then LLP become insolvent and proportionate payment will be done. Partners will not be liable, unlike partnership. Clear? So these 4 points were asked in the question of 5 marks in the November 2019 again and 2020. So please, it may be the important question. Next, section 28, extent of liability of partner, section 28. A partner is not personally liable. What is the meaning of personally liable? Personally liable. Personally means the partner is liable up to the amount given to the LLP. If LLP is not, the assets of LLP are not sufficient to pay the liability, partner will not bring the amount from his home. भाई जितना अमाउंट दे दिया कैपिटल पड़ी है उतने की लायबिलिटी है पार्टनर की, घर से लेके नहीं आएगा अगर पार्टनर एलएलपी अभी लायबिलिटी नहीं चुका पा रही है. बट important point number 2, partner is personally liable for his own wrongful act or omission but a partner shall not be personally liable for wrongful act or omission of any other partner. Clear है, very simple. Partner अपने काम के liable है, दूसरे काम के liable नहीं है. We have already discussed on the point that partners are agent of LLP, not of the other partner. कि भाई partner LLP का agent है, other partners से कोई मतलब. Holding out. What is the meaning of holding out? Holding out, you have to read in Partnership Act, partnership by holding out or partnership by estoppel. The same thing is here, section 29. What it says, if any person, I have added, let's say first person. In the Bear Act, it was not mentioned. I have just added for your convenience. Any person, let's say first person, who by words spoken or written or by conduct represent himself or knowingly permits himself to be represented to be a partner in LLP is liable to any person, let's say other person, who means other person, has on the faith of such representation given credit to the LLP. What it says, if person represent himself to be the partner of LLP to third person, and third person on this faith deal with the LLP, then person will be liable. Okay, LLP will not be liable. But if LLP has received any benefit, where any credit is received by LLP as a result of such representation, the LLP shall be liable to the extent of credit received by it. What is meaning? कहता है कि if any person represent himself that he is partner of LLP to third person, and third person deals with the LLP on his behalf, LLP will not be liable for the loss of the person, third person. Person representing will be liable. But if LLP takes any benefit from that contract, so up to that amount, LLP will be liable. Let's say कि Mr. X represent Mr. Y that he is partner of ABC LLP. Mr. X represent himself partner of LLP, partner of ABC LLP. Mr. X represent करते हैं Y को कि वो partner है ABC LLP में. And on this faith, Mr. Y sold the goods of 1 lakh rupees to LLP. Send the goods to LLP of 1 lakh. If LLP sold or consumed the goods from that goods out of rupees of 1 lakh, then it will be liable. Otherwise, the Mr. X will be liable. X ने कहा Y से कि भाई मैं ABC LLP का पार्टनर हूं, और Y ने कुछ गुड्स बेच दिया ABC LLP को 1 लाख रुपए का. LLP ने अगर उसमें से कुछ यूज किया या बेच दिया तो LLP लाइबल हो जाएगी उतने पार्ट के लिए. बाकी पार्ट के लिए मिस्टर X ही लाइबल. राइट? Where after the death, the business is continued in LLP, legal representative means legal heir or estate shall not be liable for any act of the LLP done after his death. Very simple. अगर एक पार्टनर की डेथ हो जाती है तो डेथ के बाद अगर बिजनेस चलता है चलता रहने दो. डेथ के बाद जो उस पार्टनर के लीगल हेयर हैं वो किसी काम की लायबल नहीं होंगे. क्लियर इतनी बात? ये क्वेश्चन, दिस क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड इन द जनवरी 2021, unlimited liability in case of fraud. But I will take all the queries from your side. Just wait. Unlimited liability in case of fraud. If an act carried out by LLP or any of its partner with intent to defraud the creditors of LLP or any other person or for any fraudulent purpose, the liability of LLP and partner shall be unlimited. Now they will be personally liable. Every person who has knowingly party to the above act shall be punishable. Imprisonment up to 2 years or fine 50,000 to 5 lakh. This is important point. क्वेश्चन आ चुका है बेटे. सिंपल सा फंडा है, अगर आप फ्रॉड करने के लिए कोई काम कर रहे हो तो अपनी पर्सनली लायबल हो जाओगे आप. एलएलपी भी लायबल होगी और पार्टनर भी लायबल. कितनी सजा का प्रावधान है? 2 साल और ऑब्लिक एंड, दोनों में दोनों भी हो सकते हैं, एक भी हो सकता है. 50,000 से लेकर 5 लाख तक का फाइन। तो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग सुपर ओवर, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग योर क्वेरीज बेटा। चलिए, ई फॉर्म, व्हाट इज ई फॉर्म? ई फॉर्म मीन्स Shaina beta, e-form means online submission of the documents. If all Mr. Thangesh, Mr. I'm not spell out the spelling name. If all the partners are died, who will run LLP? Bete, if all the partners are died, LLP will be in existence, but decision taken by the court. Okay, sorry, will you teach second part of the second paper also? No, beta, I am not teach. I will not teach. Discuss हो गया. How LLP has unlimited liability. देखिए, intention of the law is just to make the safeguards on frauds. So liability unlimited means all the assets will be sold to pay off the liability. Sanjay is saying the schedule is shown in the mobile app. Yes, I know. और क्या बचा? Sir, the notes of the that day lecture tips for exam can help me. Yes, definitely. Mr. Akash is saying, sir, the notes of that day lecture tips for exam can help me to understand the answer format. Yes, please download the notes and please view the lecture. All lectures are available on your app, beta. Sir, from where we can find the amendment made by ICAI in subject? Beta, you can download the revision test paper, RTP, and each and every amendment is mentioned on that in that RTP, revision test paper. Okay. What liability is taken on by the former partner if notice is not given? Mr. Nikon is asking, sir, what liability is taken on by the former partner if notice is not given? He will be like a normal partner. The liability is like a normal partner. ये माना जाएगा कि partner है और liable रहेगा वो. Former partner, bete, former partner means the partner which is not a partner in present time, but partner in the past. Any real life example of LLP? Beta, Swarnika, I have more than 20 clients of LLP. Happy Teacher Day in advance. Thank you, beta. Sir, what is the meaning of contravene? Contravene, if you not follow the law, you not submit the documents in the time, that is called contravention. Mr. Anurag Jha, good morning, beta. Can we write these section and points in our own language with same meaning? Yes, but listen, I have already told, but I'm again saying, you start the provision with the language according to the section so and so, by virtue of the provision so and so. Please don't write provisions and bracket में section, because if you write the section and start the provisions, it means you have to mention the bare provisions with full stop comma. So you use the word according to as per the provision. Okay, Anurag, clear हो गया बेटा? Miss Jyoti Rani, section 28, Neha Verma. बेटा नेहा, सेक्शन 28 में मेंशन कर रहा है पार्टनर पर्सनली लायबल नहीं होता एलएलपी के लिए, वो अपने जो गलत काम किए उनके लायबल होगा, किसी और पार्टनर के गलत काम के लिए लायबल नहीं होगा. और क्या रह गया? ज्योति रानी क्या कहती हैं बेटा? The person is not partner but his words or he represent himself as partner is. Miss Jyoti Rani is saying the person is not a partner but his words or he represent himself as a partner is holding out partner. Yes. आकाश बेटा मैं आपका जवाब दे चुका हूं. मिस्टर हार्दिक अरोड़ा. Mr. Hardik was saying, sir, I want to give the my 22 attempt, but register for November 21. If there is any change, बेटा syllabus change नहीं होगा और law में amendment होंगे. But I think you must give the exam, यार. If you not give the exam, you have only one option, May 22. Or if you give the exam, you will have two options, November 21 or May 22. So just try ना. हो सकता है आप इतने काबिल हो कि निकल जाए. अरे भाई इतनी जल्दी ना करो बच्चों सुपर ओवर के आंसर करने के लिए. तो आई हैव कम टू द पॉइंट एंड आई एम जस्ट स्टार्टिंग सुपर ओवर. ठीक है बच्चे, स्टूडेंट यू आर सो एक्साइटेड बच्चों फॉर सुपर ओवर. गुड. इफ स्टूडेंट इज रेडी फॉर द एग्जाम देन इट मींस एवरीथिंग इज ओके. लेट्स स्टार्ट. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. Person shall cease to be a partner of LLP on his death or dissolution of LLP if he is declared to be unsound mind by a competent court, if he has applied to be adjudged as an insolvent or declared as an insolvent, or all of the above. Second, even after cessation of a partner from the LLP, partner will not be liable for any obligation. Yes, B point, partner will still be liable still for any obligation which he incurred while being a partner. Both of the above, none of the above. Third point. Where a partner of LLP ceases to be a partner, the former partner shall be entitled to receive from LLP amount equal to the capital contribution, his right to share in the accumulated profit of LLP, both, none of the above. Next, in case of any change in the name or address of any partner, the partner shall inform LLP within 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days. Next, in case of LLP, any change in the name or address of any partner, LLP shall inform registrar within 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days. Next. In case of LLP, the partners are agent of LLP, other partners, both A and B, none of the above. So this was the super over 3 of LLP. Let's discuss the answers. First, the answer is all of the above. B is the right answer. Second, B, partner will still be liable for any obligation which he incurred while being a partner. Third, the answer is both. Fourth, in case of any change in the name or address of a partner, that partner shall inform LLP within 15 days. Partner will inform in 15 days and LLP will inform in 30 days. Next. In case of LLP, the partners are agent of LLP. Okay. So I think all of you have given correct answer, but I received the first answer from 3 students. Mr. Soumya Bhattacharya from Kolkata again, Miss Arju and Miss Vanshika Bajaj. Miss Ruchi is asking, sir, LLP में भी expulsion होता है? No. ऐसे provision तो नहीं है. Aditya Ravindran, sir, is there any way to convert listed public company to LLP? No. Law does not provide it for that. Vinita, I have discussed beta. In the LLP, the liability is more than asset. Then who will pay? No one will pay. The assets will be distributed proportionately because the LLP becomes insolvent. Mr. Akash is saying, sir, how LLP liable for the purpose done by partners? Beta, if the act was done by partners within authority during the course of business, then LLP will be liable. Because LLP खुद तो कुछ करेगी नहीं, करना partners नहीं है. On behalf of LLP. Sir, can you explain partner as agent? Bete, partner agent means partner are agent of LLP. It means if partners do anything even wrong during the course of business and with authority, then LLP will be liable. But partners are not agent of other partners. Partners are not agent of other partners because no other partner will be liable for anything wrong done by a partner. Clear itni baat? Miss Piyush Tandon, please give summary of Sale of Good Act also. Beta, please ask the ma'am. Definitely she will provide you summary. If you request, definitely she will provide. Because what he has told you, I don't know. So I can't provide you. Okay. Aditya sir, is this your last class? I think so. Schedule up to 31st July is only visible. Beta, nahi. Vignesh, I have already checked. Schedule is up to October is available. Sir, get a small break. Just wait 2 or 3 minutes. I'll definitely give you the break. After the syllabus is over, there will be revision of all sub chapters. But that will be decided by ICAI. I can't say anything about it. Former partner, we have discussed. Is there any, Aditya, I've taken your problem. Should we practice all the RTP? I think you should practice. There are questions. Okay. If partner, just a moment. If partner become unsound, then his share who can claim? Who is legal here? Who will take the responsibility of the partner? And that should, I think that should be decided by the court. If a partner acts with the intent to defraud creditor, then only liability of the partner is unlimited or liability of LLP is also limited. Miss Simran Kaur, the liability, definitely the ultimate liability of partner is unlimited in case of fraud by the partner. But because if the person is doing the partner is doing with the authority of LLP, then LLP will also be liable. Ms. Yashika Mahajan, sir, when we have to submit the examination fees, I think from 15 September onward, the forms will be available for examination. I think former partner I have discussed, beta. You are asking again and again. I have discussed. Okay, so we just going for break of 5 minutes. Then we will rejoin after 5 minutes. Take the break. ओके ओके बच्चों, आगे बढ़ते हैं। मिस प्रियंका, your query sir, explain section 20 and again beta time limit. If time will permit, I will definitely take in the at the last, but this time I will go for section 30. ठीक है, please try to understand. Maintenance of books of accounts and other records and audit etc. section 34. The LLP shall maintain such prescribed proper books of accounts relating to its affair for each year of its existence on cash basis or accrual basis or according to the double entry system, and shall maintain the same at the registered office for the prescribed period. Summary of the subsection is that each and every LLP should maintain the prescribed books of accounts on cash or accrual basis and should be maintained at the registered office of the LLP. Okay. Every LLP shall within 6 months from the end of the financial year, it means up to 30th September, prepare a statement of account and solvency for the said financial year and shall be signed by the designated partner of the LLP. It means the statement of account and solvency for the financial year 2020-2021 shall be prepared up to 30th September of 2021. And that should be signed by designated partners. A statement of account and solvency shall be filed with the Registrar of Companies, and that statement which was prepared and signed by the designated partner should be submitted to registrar within the prescribed form and the prescribed fees. Accounts of LLP shall be audited. The central government may by notification exempt any class or classes of LLP from audit. यानी कि नॉर्मल लॉ में LLP के सारे अकाउंट ऑडिटेड होने हैं, लेकिन अगर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो स्पेसिफिक क्लास को एग्जम्प्ट कर सकती है. If LLP fails to comply with the above provisions like maintenance of accounts, audit of accounts, submit of the accounts to a registrar, the fine of LLP is 25,000 to 5 lakh, and designated partner will also be punishable. Fine of 10,000 to 1 lakh. So please note, LLP 25,000 to 5 lakh, partner 10,000 to 1 lakh. Next, we have discussed this slide already. Section 55, 56, 57. Firm into LLP, second schedule. Private company into LLP, third schedule. Public company into LLP, fourth schedule. We have already discussed. The provisions of second schedule, third schedule, fourth schedule will be applicable in case of conversion of firm, private company or unlisted public company into LLP. Registration. This is important. Registrar on satisfying that a firm or private company or unlisted public company has complied the provisions of concerned schedules and act and rules, register the document and issue a certificate of registration stating that LLP is registered under this act from the date specified in the certificate. It means firm, private company, unlisted public company want to convert, have to submit the documents according to a concerned schedule, and if ROC satisfied, ROC means Register of Company satisfied that documents are sufficient, all the requirements have been completed, complied with, then it may issue the certificate of incorporation of LLP to concerned firm, private company or public. The LLP within 15 days of registration inform the concerned registrar LLP, first firm, company or unlisted public company, that it is converted into LLP. Now converted LLP within 15 days from the registration, inform the registrar of the firms if it is for partnership firm, registrar of companies if it was a private company or unlisted public company, about the conversion and of the particulars of LLP. मतलब जब कन्वर्ट हो गई एलएलपी में तो एलएलपी ड्यूटी बनती है पुराने जो लोग थे उन्हें बताने की. जैसे फर्म थी, फर्म कन्वर्ट हो गई एलएलपी में, तो एलएलपी को आप रजिस्ट्रार फर्म को इन्फॉर्म करना पड़ेगा कि भाई अब हम फर्म नहीं रहे, अब हम एलएलपी बन गए. सेम वे फॉर कंपनी, ठीक है। कंपनी केस में कैसे इन्फॉर्म करना पड़ेगा, रजिस्टर ऑफ कंपनी। And upon such conversion, what will happen? All the assets, all the liabilities of firm or company will become the asset or liability of the LLP. Upon such conversion, the partners of the firm, the shareholders of the private company or unlisted public company, as the case may be, the LLP to which such firms or such company has converted, the partners of LLP shall be bound by the provisions of various schedule as the case may be. Now the act will be applicable which LLP. तो जब कन्वर्ट हो गई तो सारे प्रोविजन LLP के लगेंगे, कंपनी और फर्म के प्रोविजंस नहीं लगेंगे। Effects of registration. On and from the date of registration is specified in the certificate of registration. It means after conversion, they will have a certificate of registration into LLP. From that date, there shall be LLP. अब वो क्या कहलाएगी, वो LLP कहलाएगी। All tangible, intangible property of the firm or the company, all assets, interest, right, privileges, liabilities, obligation of the firm or company as the case may be, and the whole of the undertaking of the firm or company shall be transferred to the LLP. Yani simple the funda hai, all assets and liabilities will become the asset and liabilities of LLP after the conversion. एक बार LLP बन गई तो सारी assets liability किसकी बन जाएंगी, वो LLP की बन जाएंगी। Firm or the company as the case may be deemed to be dissolved. भाई फर्म खत्म हो गई, LLP चालू हो गई, कंपनी डिसॉल्व हो गई, उससे क्या आ गई LLP। ये माना जाएगा कि फर्म और कंपनी क्या हो गई, अब डिसॉल्व हो गई और उनका नाम उनके रजिस्टर में से हटा दिया जाए। किनके रजिस्टर में से, कंपनी का रजिस्टर ऑफ कंपनीज में से, फर्म का रजिस्टर ऑफ फर्म में। सॉरी, आगे बढ़ते हैं। फॉरेन LLP, देखिए फॉरेन LLP, व्हाट इज फॉरेन LLP? द LLP व्हिच इज रजिस्टर्ड इन country other than India but have a place of business in India. So according to the government, the rules regarding the working in the India, establishment in India, rules will be made by the central government. The central government, the section says the central government may make rules for provisions in relation to establishment of place of business by foreign LLP within India and carrying on their business therein by applying or incorporating with such modification as appear appropriate the provisions of Companies Act 1956. Originally was mentioned, now it is Companies Act 2013, not amended in the LLP but taken as 2013, or such regulatory mechanism with such composition as may be prescribed. Very simple. Central government will decide, will make the rules regarding the making the establishment or doing the business by foreign LLP in India. Simple सी law. Central government decide करेगी बच्चे। Winding up and dissolution, खत्म होना और asset का खत्म होना, asset को dissolve करना। Winding up of LLP may be either voluntarily or by tribunal. Tribunal is the authority, like court. This is created, this was established for a specific act. Tribunal for income tax, tribunal for companies, and tribunal for other laws. And LLPs for wound up may be dissolved. The question was asked on section 64 in November 2020. I think this is again an important question. Circumstances in which LLP may be wound up by tribunal, by the court. किन cases में LLP wound up हो सकती है ट्रिब्यूनल के द्वारा, कोर्ट के द्वारा? So this is again, I think this is again an important question. If LLP decides that LLP be wound up by tribunal, अगर LLP decide करती है कि हमारा तो wind up ट्रिब्यूनल के अकॉर्डिंग होना चाहिए, उन्हें लगता है सर if we decide the wind up there will be a clashes, there will be disputes, so they hand over the proceeding, they hand over the authority to LLP tribunal. Please wind up our business. Second, the point may be if for a period of more than 6 months, the number of partners of LLP is only one. 6 महीने से ज्यादा हो जाते हैं, एक ही पार्टनर काम कर रहा है और आगे बढ़ने की उम्मीद भी नहीं है, then tribunal may, underline the words may, not compulsory. Tribunal may, if LLP is unable to pay its debt, if LLP has acted against the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India, तो इंडिया के एकता के खिलाफ कोई काम किया हो, LLP ने कोई ऐसा इलीगल सा काम किया हो, तो ट्रिब्यूनल उसे वाइंड अप कर सकता है. So please learn, memorize these points. I think again the question of 5 marks may be asked. Next point. 2 more points are on that section 64. If LLP has made in default in filing with the registrar the statement of account of solvency or annual return for any 5 consecutive years, please underline 5 consecutive financial years, लगातार होने चाहिए. Or if tribunal is of the opinion it is just and equitable that LLP should be wound up. ट्रिब्यूनल को लगता है भाई यही रास्ता है, अब बस कोई नहीं है, इसको वाइंड अप कर दो, then tribunal may wind up the LLP. So there's 6 points. You memorize all the 6 points. ठीक है. Rules for winding up and dissolution section 65. The central government may make rules for the provisions in relation to winding up and dissolution of LLP. The central government will make them. Now miscellaneous topics. I don't think it's very important, but you should have the idea. Business transaction of partners with LLP. The partner may lend money to and transact other business with LLP and have the same right and obligation with the respect to loan or other transaction as a person who is not a partner. Very simple. Because LLP has separate legal entity. LLP and partners are separate. So partners may provide the loan to LLP or have the business transaction with LLP like any other person. Application of provisions of Companies Act. The central government by notification direct that any of the provision of Companies Act 1956, now it is 2013, is specified in the notification shall apply to any LLP, with exception, modification, or adoption, or as may be specified. यानी कि central government will decide whether the provisions of Companies Act 2013 will be applicable on LLP or not, or applicable with either as it is or by modification. So this will be decided by the central government because it is the regulating authority. Okay. A copy of every notification. Which notification? In subsection 1 shall be laid in draft, not final, is draft, before each house of parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, for 30 days, which may be comprised in one session or in 2 or more sessions. And if both houses agree in disapproving the issue of notification, or both houses agree in making the modification, then notification shall not be issued, or issued only in the modified form. If houses are agree in disapproving, notification shall not be approved, shall not be issued. If they agree for any modification, then notification will be issued only after that notification. इस अब वो जो notification आना है वो पहले पार्लियामेंट में जाएगा, लोकसभा राज्यसभा में 30 दिन के अंदर टाइम दिया जाएगा. अगर वो दोनों हाउस ही कहते हैं भाई नहीं इसे मत इशू करो, कैंसिल, दोनों हाउस इशू कर दो लेकिन ये चेंजेस कर लो, तो चेंजेस के बाद ही इशू किया जाए. Electronic filing of documents I have discussed. The document can be filed online in a PDF format. Any document required to be filed, recorded, or registered under this act may be filed, recorded, and registered in the prescribed manner as per the rules, as per the act. Copy of any document electronically filed by affixing digital signature with registrar shall be taken as valid evidence. If you file the document by digital signature, they will be taken as evidence. Any information supplied by the registrar certified by him by affixing digital signature of registrar to be true extract be admissible in evidence and presume unless evidence to the contrary is adduced. Adduced means added. अगर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन रजिस्ट्रार दे रहा है, उसके साइन लगे हुए हैं, तो वो भी वैलिड मानी जाएगी और इक्विवेलेंट टू फिजिकल सबमिशन मानी जाएगी. ठीक है. Additional fees. If any document which is required to be registered with the registrar not filed within the required time may be filed up to a period of 300 with extra fees, which is 100 rupees per day. अगर कोई डॉक्यूमेंट 30 दिन में फाइल करना था, हम नहीं कर पाए, तो अगले 300 दिन में फाइल किया सकता है, पर पेनल्टी होगी उसकी कितनी? 100 रुपीज पर डे के. बहुत सिंपल है. So I think no question is asked on the difference between LLP and partnership firm or difference between LLP and company. So question may be asked from this point also. So you have to answer in 3 columns. A question arises that there are let's see, there are 15 points. So how many points should be mentioned? If you learn, if you have all आपको पूरे 15 के 15 याद है, you want to write, but please don't write because the question is of 5 marks, 4 marks. बाकी पेपर में सॉल्व करना है आपको, तो just write 6, 7, 8 as per your convenience. So just we go through the differences. Actually, you know what are the differences. Regulating Act, LLP Act 2008, Partnership Act 1932. LLP is body corporate, partnership firm is not body corporate. LLP has separate legal entity, but partnership firm has no separate legal entity. LLP is created by law. Actually, partnership firm is created by agreement. LLP registration is mandatory, but registration of partnership firm is not mandatory. It's optional. LLP has perpetual succession, but partnership does not have. Name of the LLP to contain the words LLP at the end, but no such guidelines for partnership. Liability of partners is limited up to the amount of contribution, but in case of partnership firm, each and every partner is personally liable. Mutual agency, each partner can bind the LLP by his own acts, but not the other partners. But in case of a partnership firm, partner is agent of even all the partners. Designated partners, at least 2 designated partners, which कह सकते हैं managing partners. At least one of them should be resident in India. There is no such provisions in Indian Partnership Act 1932. Common seal may or may not, but no provisions, no concept in Partnership Act. Legal compliances, only designated partner responsible for the compliances, but in case of partnership firm, all the partners are equally responsible. Annual filing, LLP have to file annual account, statement of account, statement of solvency, annual return. But partnership firm not required to file any document to register of firms. Foreign LLP can become a partner in LLP. Foreign national cannot become a partner in case of partnership firm. Minor cannot be admitted, but in case of partnership firm, minor can be admitted for the benefits with the consent of all the partners. So this was the difference. Distinction between LLP and company. Regulating Act, LLP 2008, Company Act 2013. Members, the person who contribute to LLP are called partners. In case of company, they are called members or shareholders. Internal governance structure. The internal governance structure of LLP is governed by agreement between the partners. In case of I think this is printing error, bete, please do correct. This is not partnership. This is company. Please, clerical mistake है बेटे, please इसको सही कर लीजिएगा. Okay. This is company. ठीक Okay, the internal governance structure of a company is regulated by the statute, that is Companies Act 2013. In case of LLP, LLP has to be added in the name of company, but in case of company, limited or private limited should be added. LLP, minimum 2 partners. Please correct again. This is printing error, beta. 2 partners. Members को काटे कर लीजिए partners. ठीक है. Maximum no limit, but in case of private company, printing error हो गई बच्चे. Private company minimum 2 members, maximum 200. Public company minimum 7 members, maximum no limit. Liability of members or partners, liability of partner is limited to the extent of agreed contribution except in case of willful fraud. Liability of member is limited up to the amount unpaid only. Management किसके द्वारा किया जाएगा LLP में? Designated partner के द्वारा. In case of company, directors के द्वारा. Minimum number of directors or designated partners. Minimum 2 designated partners in case of LLP. In case of company, private company 2 directors minimum, and public company 3 directors minimum. So, before starting the super over, I'm just taking your problems, बच्चों. श्रुति सर, you are not answering my queries. बेटा आपकी क्वेरी आएगी तो मैं जरूर लूंगा. मुझे दिखाई नहीं दी आपकी क्वेरी अभी तक. Can a partnership firm become a partner LLP? No. और क्या है? हुआ ट्रिब्यूनल नहीं बेटा. ट्रिब्यूनल इज ए कोर्ट फॉर स्पेसिफिक एक्ट. Sir, in the exam should we write Companies Act 1956 or 2013? Ronak Sahai, better you should write 2013. Okay. So let's start. Question number 1. Who shall sign the statement of accounts and solvency prepared by the LLP? By any one partner? Authorized in this behalf by at least 2 partners, authorized in this behalf by all the partners, by the designated partners. Second, what is the periodicity of preparing the statement of account and solvency by the LLP? Within 3 months from the end of the financial year, within 9 months from the end of the financial year, within 12 months from the end of the each financial year, within 6 months from the end of the each financial year. Next, circumstances in which LLP may be wound up by tribunal. If for a period of more than 6 months, the number of partners of LLP is reduced below 2. If LLP is unable to pay its debt. If LLP has acted against the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state or public order, any of the above. Next, LLP shall, within of the date of registration, inform the concerned registrar of the firm or registrar company as the case may be about the conversion of and of the particulars of the LLP. 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days. Next, which schedule of LLP Act 2008 deals with conversion of an unlisted public company into LLP? Conversion of unlisted public company into LLP. First schedule, second schedule, third schedule, fourth schedule. Next, what are the penal provisions for LLP if any LLP fails to comply with the provisions of Section 34, which relates to maintenance of books of accounts, other records, and audit? It shall be punishable with 15K to 5 lakhs, 25K to 5 lakhs, 20K to 5 lakhs, 10K to 5 lakhs. So this was the super over, bachcho. 4. Let's start with the answers. Who shall sign? The answer is D. Designated partners. Next, what is the periodicity of preparing the statement of account solvency? The answer is again D, within 6 months. 3, circumstances in which LLP may be wound up by tribunal. Answer is again D, any of the above. Next, LLP shall, within of the date of registration, inform the concerned registrar of firms or registrar company, as the case may be, about the conversion and the produce of LLP. The answer is bache C, 15 days. Next, which schedule of LLP Act 2008 deals with the conversion of unlisted public company into LLP? That is 4th schedule. Last point, penal provisions. The answer is 25K to 5 lakhs. Okay. So the correct answer, firstly, I received from Arju, then Soumya, then Vanshika again. One query is from your side, beta, sir, Sanjay, Mr. Sanjay J. Sir, for 5 marks question, can we write 5 points? Beta, I think you must write 7 or 8 points. Okay, because there are 15 points. At least you must write 7 or 8 points. Okay. Preeti, sir, I am enjoying your class. Thank you, beta. Thank you so much. Okay, रह गया. Astha, sir, are my query reaching you? Beta, I have received this statement from your side. No other query I have received. आगे क्या कह रहे हैं बच्चे? In LLP, they are partners. Yes, Saksham saying. Akansha, Aditya. Sir, what is annual return? Annual return, beta, it's return submitted by the LLP after the end of the year to ROC. I think this is not relevant at this point. और क्या है, अभी I will take Priyanka's, I will take the again I will take the revision of what I discussed today. I just give me 2 or 3 minutes. Sir, what if the new partner admitted after 6 months and the minimum number of partners falls below the limit? So when the new partner is admitted, will the new partner liability? I'm not understanding what you want to say, beta. Your query, I think it is not clear to me. Please write again. I will take. I will take. First, I will congratulate all of you to giving all the correct answers. Just taking the revision after the super over 3. Okay. From this slide. Financial disclosures. तो एक काम कीजिए, आप लोग कुछ मार्क कर लीजिए इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स. Please mark important the cessation of partnership. इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकता है एकदम से पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. Registration dates or times are important. Unlimited liability in case of fraud is again important. Please mark. Financial disclosures. LLP को क्या करना है? It has to make proper books of accounts. It make a statement of account and a statement of solvency within 6 months from the end of the each financial year. A statement of account and solvency shall be filed every year in the prescribed form and manner with the prescribed fees. All the accounts of the LLP should be audited, but central government may exempt any particular class. In case of contravention, default in the provisions of 124, 1234. Fine on LLP 25K to 5 lakh. Fine on designated partners is 10,000 to 1 lakh. Clear? Clear, beta? Okay. Registration of conversion to LLP. On register, if registrar is satisfied that you have made the submitted the document as per the concerned schedule, so it will registrar of companies will issue the certificate of registration. And after the getting the certificate of registration, the LLP should inform the concerned authority, previous authority, registrar of firms or registrar of company within 15 days. Okay. And after conversion, the provisions of LLP will be applicable. Easy. Effect of registration. After the registration, there will be LLP, no firm or a company. All the properties, all the liabilities of firm or the company, as the case may be, become the property and liability of the LLP. Clear? And firm and company will be deemed to be dissolved. Winding up, important point, circumstances of wind up by tribunal. Some queries are coming. So what is tribunal? Tribunal is the like a court. This tribunal is created for a specific act, income tax tribunal, company law tribunal, whatever. Just because to solve the problem at early stage, before transferring the problem dispute to court, because court has much more matters. So if can be solved by expert panel, so, group of expert panel called tribunal. you can say. So winding up of the LLP may either voluntary or by tribunal. In tribunal के cases में, if LLP decides, if company, if LLP runs the business for more than 6 months with one partner, if LLP unable to pay off its debt, if LLP working against the sovereignty and integrity of India, if LLP making the default in filing of statement of account, a statement of solvency or annual return for 5 consecutive financial years, or if it is just an equitable in the eyes of tribunal, then the tribunal may make the wind up. Miscellaneous, partner may lend money to transact other business with LLP as other persons. CG may issue direction for applicability of provisions of Companies Act to LLP. Document may be filed electronically by affixing digital signatures. If any document or return not filed or registered in time may be filed or registered up to 300 days with additional fees of 100 rupees per. So I think this summary is sufficient for revive the LLP Act. Okay. So hopefully I tried my best. I'm just taking your queries if any remaining. ऋतिक सेइंग सर, अगर राज्यसभा लोकसभा दोनों में से एक ने मना कर दिया तो बिल पास होगा या नहीं? That's good. That is decided. Actually क्या है ना, अब लोकसभा में पास हो गया, राज्यसभा में गया तो राज्यसभा वाले पूछ रहे हैं भाई क्यों नहीं कर रहे आप पास, तो कोई क्वेरी बताएंगे सब ये रीजन है, तो बट सेटलमेंट किया जाएगा आपको। स्वर्णिका हेलो सर, है हेलो बेटा। Chuti beta, what is tribunal? I have discussed. Harshad, sir, your lecture is very interesting. Thank you, beta. Ritik, I have discussed your query. Beta, try करना LLP में summary को अच्छे revise करना. I have covered each and everything in summary. I think you should go for 5 on 5. पूरे 5 के 5 मार्क्स लाने हैं इसमें। और क्या बचा? Rashta, I have taken the revision. Mr. Raghavan, sir, in first schedule whether I contain any pre-written agreement. I think you should go through the first schedule. You download from the website, Google, then you will find. Manisha, sir, I got full marks. Give it a congratulations. Happy Teacher Day, Arju. Thank you, beta. Same to you. Can LLP be a partner in LLP? Yes, you go through the definition of partner. Who can be the partner? Individual or body corporate? LLP is covered in body corporate. So LLP can be the partner of LLP. Section 31 रहेगी, अभी लेता हूँ बेटा section 31 क्या है. Section 31. इससे फ्लोइंग क्या है ये? सेक्शन 31 पे आते हैं बेटा. Okay. I think I have taken all our queries. If any query is remaining, I will send the notes. I will also send the schedule. I will also upload the schedule. And Annual return beta, annual return is just a format which is submitted with certain document, balance sheet and P&L to the ROC after the end of the financial year. Okay. So thank you so much. I think whistle blowing topic is missing. Okay, I will send the notes. I will send the notes of that. I will upload. So you can download. It's very easy topic. Happy Teachers Day to all of you. Thank you, beta. Thank you so much, each and everyone. And I think it is my printing error ki whistle blowing wala reh gaya. I will upload the notes and document and concept. You will read and you will get clear. Okay. So thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed the class. You understand what I want to say. Thank you, bachon. Thank you so much. And all the best, very best. Technicals.